So let me tell about this program. Actually, we not only single-handed handle this session, but jointly we organize this program with the help of the Kalvi Membate Kendram, Shiksha Sanskriti Utan Niyas, Tamil Nadu. So join hands with them. Today we are organizing this program. I want to tell about today resource person, Professor Major P. Chandrasekaran. He is specialized in endocrinology, sericulture, vermitechnology, integrated bioorganic farming. So he was a professor in zoology department in Tiruvedakam College near Solabanga. Carried out research towards PhD in aquaculture at MK University on frog farming. He worked in the V.H.N.S.N.College Tiruvedakam up to till May 2011. Then he acted as a principal at MS University Constituent Model College at Nagalapuram, Thoothukudi till May 2015. Then advisor and director for Sri Tiruvedakam College for Women at Tirunelveli and Karur, honorary teaching UGPG in those colleges. His research experience was 30 years and teaching experience for 35 years. Publication and presentation of papers in conferences, journals, national and international conferences. Nearly 82 papers have been published in the journals and 18 in conferences. Presented papers. Then served as a director in the Venda Kurugula Institute of Life Training, coordinator for Healthcare Center, SDP, BPI, WES, consultant for sericulture, vermiculture and IBFT, served as NCC, company commanding officer, RDC, state level contingent commander 1995 and 1999 upon the direction of the state government. Also, he served as a chairman, Board of Studies member, pre-doctoral research guide for many universities, colleges. He has involved in the study of indoor radiation in South Tamil Nadu districts, and that work was jointly organized with Baba Atomic Research Center, Bombay, involved in global waterfall population survey, also which was jointly organized by ASEAN Waterfall Society, environmental impact assessment at Tokyo, academic and research professional bodies worked in 15 years, organized many conferences, workshops, adventurous expeditions at the state, national, global level.
Sir, enough, sir. Enough, please.
Sir?
Enough.
Sir?
Enough.
Two more lines, sir. Then in 2004, regarding tsunami, served in corpse collection, disposal, inventory survey with 58 students for 27 days. Received award for Best Professor in Kandian Thought from Madurai Kamaraj University. Received honor for Commendable Services for Rural Higher Education from Reddington Foundation. Received award from President's National Commendation Honorary Major by Ministry of Defense. Engaged in man-making mission by promoting right awareness with the rural youth. He told us this is a brief about the Professor Dr. Chandrasekaran. So I think he told that you please take 2 to 3 minutes, but I don't want to miss anything because anything should be model. There should be something, some person should be model to us. So whenever we see these type of people as a academician, we will have some target in our mind to become some of the activities or some other activities, to receive some awards, to serve for the society, to experts in some other fields. So that is why we want to introduce the chief guest. Dear Professor, so now let me give the stage to you. Thank you, Professor. You can start your session. So here the PPT will be shared from our tape. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Let me share the screen, sir, please.
Okay, sir.
Shall we start, sir? Shall I start, sir?
Yes, sir, we can start.
Okay.
Please.
My dear brothers and sisters, my holy namaskars to you all. Your IQAC coordinator rightly put in two important words. We have to adhere with the government schemes, and further, we must be aware. That's why I told you, if not you, then who else? If not we, then who else? If not here, then where? And if not now, then when? Next slide, please. Teachers' responsibility. We have to have our own means to have the right ends. People are telling teaching is a noble profession. By all right means to right people. Students are our stakeholders. At the right time, for the right ends and right outcome. The government is telling learning outcome, also program outcomes, specific, so many things they are telling. So we as individuals, citizens, as a teachers, we are having social responsibility. And we are under an institution, we should have an institutional social responsibility. And suppose if you join with a company or some other industries, along with that, we can do CSR activities. Let us not throw our responsibility to others. யாராவது செய்யட்டும், anybody. யாராவது செய்வாங்க, somebody. யாருமே செய்யல, nobody. It is everybody's responsibility. Next slide, please. You know Mahatma Gandhi's reference on 7 social sins, 7 சமூக பாவங்கள். Our responsibility on the youth, they are the future assets. On the economy, the crux of your country. On the research and development, the sustainable future and sustainable future. I have quoted 3rd point and 5th point. Education without character, knowledge without character is a sin. So we are having bound responsibility. Next slide. On education, Swami Vivekananda and Mahatma Gandhi. At the international level, very many great people are telling they are the 2 important global harbingers. Swami Vivekananda says, education is a manifestation of perfection which is already there in man. We all teachers are responsible for manifesting the perfection which is already hidden with the children. Mahatma Gandhi is telling, literacy is not the end of the education or even the beginning. By education, he means all-round drawing out of the best in the child. It is our responsibility to take out, to surface those talents of the children. Next slide, please. Here is a small slide from AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education. The percentage distribution of ever enrolled persons by major reason for currently not attending. Sir was telling whether the national education policy implementation or not, when are they going to implement? Let us not worry about that. As a teacher, we must have our own preparation. So why they have this ABC? You see at the bottom, There are a lot of dropouts. Students not interested. Students may have financial constraints. They may be engaged in domestic works. They may be engaged in economic aspect of the family. And school may be far off, institutions may be far off, unable to cope up the system of education, completed, may not be able to complete in a desired time. Other aspects, so many things. And last but two, the marriage. In all these cases, if you see, the males are dominating. I have visited 1986 to our institution for an NCC camp. At the time, our college was only boys' college. Around 4,000, I think, I could see the thing. So as we are teachers, we should take responsibility in taking the children into the right track. So this ABC is going to be one of the user elements to be helpful for the poor people. Next slide. Why this session is shared? Solutions to issues, answers to problems. In my case, with my colleagues and children, students, I'll be telling, never say problem, except mathematics student. Problem will be a problem if you see the problem as a problem. For every problem, there is a solution. So instead of telling problem, let us have the word issues. So there are so many issues with the students. Dropouts from the colleges, mainly boys. Discontinuation of studies, both boys and girls. Failures due to various reasons, mainly boys. Below performance and eligibility level, they are not able to cope up, mainly boys. Shifting of family beyond the native place, beyond the state, beyond the nation, girls. Marriages, girls. Language barriers and restriction for both boys and girls. Disciplinary pressures and actions, etc., taken by the college, boys. Next slide, please. For all these reasons, one of the best solutions, as referred by our IQAC coordinator of your college, the Academic Bank of Credits. University Grants Commission is taking a lot of efforts. You might have heard about Dr. D.P. Singh. Formerly, he was the NAC coordinator. Later, he was appointed as the UGC chairman. He made so many activities. All activities are mostly accessible, affordable, and appropriate. So UGC issued the Reformation Action by way of regulation in 2021. Next slide. Now we are in 22. So what is this ABC? A facility. It is accessible and affordable to all the people and will get the expected outcome. What is the outcome? No dropout should be there. Even now, we are having a lot of issues. If a boy or a girl is having disciplinary problem, suppose we are giving TC, then what will happen? What is his fate? What is our role? What the institutions are doing? What the principals are doing? What the registrar and the university vice chancellors are telling? What the guidelines are telling? Lot of things are there. Confusions are there. For that, this is one of the best solutions. A national level facility to promote flexibility of curriculum framework and interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary academic mobility of students across the higher education institutions. A student from Virudunagar, he can go back to Assam. From Assam, a student can come over here in the country with the appropriate credit transfer mechanism created through these regulations. What they are doing, already we are having CBCS, we are having papers, we are having programs, we are having courses, we are having units, we are having credits and all. So these credits, whenever they go, just like a bank, just like a money, we can gain, we can spend, we can accumulate, we can deposit, something like that. Next slide. It shall be a mechanism to facilitate the students to choose their own learning path to attain a degree or diploma or PG diploma. Before going to this, what this NAP is telling, National Education Policy is telling, one of the points I'm telling, a boy or a girl, if he joins in the first year, the syllabus of the first year can be referred as a certificate in, for example, one subject, mathematics, certificate in mathematics. If he or she completes second year, diploma in mathematics. At the third year completion, degree in mathematics. Like that, the boy or a girl can choose her own path to attain a degree or diploma or PG diploma, etc., working on the principle of multiple entry and multiple exit. My dear teachers, multiple entry means whenever a boy is coming to the college, whenever he is leaving the college, we have to allow them, we have to permit them. That's what the rule is telling. Is it possible? We may think that because we already practice in such a way that a boy or a girl joins by first year, they continue up to third year. So there is no gap and all. But now this case ABC is meant for a small population, around 10 or 15 or 20% population. They may be excellent in good academic career, or they may be economically burdened one. In such cases, the ABC is one of the important one. So principle of multiple entry and multiple exit, as well as at any time he can go after first semester or after first year, second year, third year, anywhere from Assam to Kanyakumari, and any level of learning, certificate or diploma or something like that, leading to the desired learning outcome, including increased creativity. For example, if a student from Vridhanar College, Maniparmal College, if a girl wanted to study something on marine subject, she can go to Kanyakumari College, she can come to Vivekananda College, come to Sarda College for doing some research in Tamravarani river water. So for that type of innovation, higher order thinking and critical analysis, for all these things, the AB is allowing. ABC is allowing. For example, tell me one example. First year girl is joining in your college as BSc chemistry. And second year she wanted to come to the Sarda College. And third year she can go back to again V.H.N.S.N. College or to some other Trivi College. The system is permitting for all these things so that the girl will get exposure of 1 or 2 or 3 important institutions, and so that the teachers and the taught, they together, they can do some innovations. Next slide, please. So new national education policy and ABC framework. It is a part of national education policy to maintain a digital repository of credits earned by the students. We cannot, suppose if I carry a certificate, but nowadays, all the teachers may know, if a teacher is got the PhD from one university, University A, if you go to University B or some other places, the colleges, they are asking for so many conditions, recognition, accreditation, so many aspects they are asking. Here it is not so. The institution, for example, V.H.N.S.N.College is an autonomous college, Sarda College is an autonomous college, Anja College is an autonomous college. These colleges, they can register themselves with the ABC system, and thereby the certifications are directly shared to the respective countries, the respective colleges. So allow higher education institution to maintain a digital repository, credits earned by the students. Under ABC, students can choose to study one course in a year in one institution, like that I told you, switch to another one by the next year. The framework also allows the students to pursue courses online and earn credits. Suppose if I'm studying, if a particular girl is studying first year in a offline, and second day she wanted to have an online, and third day she wanted to have an revert back to the offline, she is permitted. She is permitting. That's what the condition is telling. While mandatory under new education policy 2020, institutions have the flexibility of adopting it at a time of their choice. This is what I want to remember. I want to remind our IQAC coordinator and IQAC team and our own institution. University, sorry, the NAP has given the guidelines. It is available. ABC is available, but flexibility of the adopting at a time of their choice. நம்ம இந்த வருஷமே கொண்டுடலாம், 2 yearsல கொண்டுடலாம், 3 years கொண்டுடலாம், or at least you can have a colloquium of, you can have a consortium of 10 colleges, and the 10 colleges kulla or boy or a girl can go or migrate and they can complete the courses. Thereby, the students will get the benefits. Next slide, please. Academic service mechanism, how they are doing it. Digital or virtual or online entity established and managed by the Ministry of Education, UGC, to facilitate the students to become an academic account holders and paving the way for seamless student mobility. Nowadays, the government is very particular, the university is very particular. Even if we are having certain difficulty, our difficulty is ignored, but student benefit is taken into consideration. So for seamless, trouble-free student mobility between or within degree granting higher education through a formal system of credit recognition. Suppose VHNS College is giving credit Suppose if a particular girl got the 48 credits, that credit should be recognized, and that credit will be accumulated in her account, and that credit can be transferred to college where he is doing second year, and by the third year again he goes to the same college. The credit redemption, that is promoted, distributed and flexible teaching learning. Reduction means accumulating and accruing, and finally helpful for granting the degree. Next slide, please. I'm going little fast to manage the timing, and we can note down the questions, and at the end we can discuss. Then academic flexibility nowadays is very, very important, my dear teachers. நம்மளே ஒரு சில என்ன சொல்லணும்னா, out of our own weaknesses or our own ignorances or our own certain other deficiencies, sometimes நம்ம குழந்தைங்களை வந்து encourage பண்ண மாட்டோங்கிறோம். Academic flexibility, it is a provision for innovative and interchangeable curricular structures to enable creative combinations of courses, programs in disciplines of study leading to degree, etc., offering multiple entry and multiple exit facilities in tune with the National Education Policy 2020, while removing the rigid curricular boundaries and creating new possibilities of lifelong learning. For last statement, I'll give one example. For example, if a chemistry student from V.H.N.S.N.College, if she is interested in joining in Sarda College, Tirunelveli, suppose if she opted for ancillary mathematics major with ancillary chemistry student with ancillary mathematics and physics, suppose if that subject is not available in second institution, that girl or a candidate may be permitted to take some other alternative of the equal credit. That's what the government is, that's what the ABC is telling. Removing the rigid curricular boundaries and creating new possibilities of lifelong learning. நீ படிக்க முடியாது, ancillary கிடையாது, எடுக்க முடியாதுனால நீ படிக்க முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு டிஸ்கரேஜ் பண்ணக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு கிடையாது. ட்ராப் அவுட்ங்கிற ஆங்கிள் எந்த ஆஸ்பெக்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது. That is what their government is academic flexibility. Next slide. Okay, these things you might be knowing. Certificate is a program, diploma is a program, undergraduate is a program, PG is a program, MPhil is a program, doctorate is a program, postdoctorate is a program. All those papers inside the program called as courses. The course means one of the specified units you go into the comprise, and credits means standard methodology, you all know, and institution there will be minor differences will be like that. Credits for internship should be 1 credit per 1 week, something like that. These are the guidelines given in the ABC of the UGC. Next slide, please. Okay, credit accumulation. Last state to transfer and consolidate the credits earned by them by undergoing courses in any of the eligible higher education institutions. In any of the eligible higher education means all over India it is acceptable. Is it possible from Uttar Pradesh to come here? Is it possible from Gujarat to come over to this place? It will be very, very rare. But at the same time, within Tamil Nadu or within university, there will be some issues. For such issues, we should take responsibility. My dear teachers, நம்ம ஒரு சில சின்ன inconvenience எடுத்துக்கொண்டு செயல்பட்டோம் சொன்னா, that will light your life of very many great people. At the future time, they may even become Nobel laureates or big business magnates. So adanale we should take into consideration. So in any of the eligible higher education, that's what I'm telling, consortium of certain education institutions which can accept for ABC. உங்களுடைய மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்ல பேசலாம், certain colleges பேசலாம், university பேசலாம். We can have a congregation of certain people. Thereby we can have big challenge which will be highly commended by the NAC as well as by the UGC. Next slide. Credits recognition. Recognition means, for example, if the V.H.N.S.N.College is giving 4 credits, the same aspect will be regulated by the other institution also. The consortium of colleges will be the same aspect. So credit recognition would mean that credits earned, that is acknowledged by every people, recognized by all the people through eligible partnering institutions and transferred directly to the ABC by the concerned higher education institutions. Next slide. Credit transfer, as I told you, it will be transferred, able to receive or provide prescribed credits to individual registered individuals. Next slide. Credit redemption, on the previous I told you, means process of commuting the accrued credits in the academic bank account. For example, first year, for example, 80 units, 80 credits. Second year, institution B, 80 credits. Third year, again, come to the institution A, 80 credits. So like that. So purpose of fulfilling the credit requirements for the award of the degree, diploma, certificate, etc. by the degree awarding higher education institutions. As I told you, first year, one institution A, second year institution B, third year institution C, something like that. There also it will be continuously redempted or commuted or calculated. Next slide. So 3 A's, again, allocation, accumulation, and awarding, assigning the number of credits as per the norms. Accumulation can accumulate credits in order to obtain qualifications, and awarding completed the required learning activities and achieved the defined learning outcomes as evident by appropriate assessment. What do you mean as evidence by appropriate assessment? Your board of study, your academic council, our board of study, our academic council, something like that. Next slide. Objectives of ABC, as I have given exactly as per the ABC given in the NAC UGC website, to promote student centricity. See, nowadays all things are, we are purchasing something, is a user friendly, and again here is student friendly. To promote student centricity with learner friendly approaches in higher education across the country, to promote more interdisciplinary approach in higher education. What do we interdisciplinary approach? I told you one example, even by changing the some of the core papers, some of the elective papers, some of the allied papers, something like that. Second point, to enable students to select the best courses, combination of courses to suit their aptitude and knowledge thirst. And to permit, one example I can quote, whether you are following or something like that. For example, in our college, in Sarda College, one girl from Chennai, she came from a non-autonomous college from Madras University. And there is a system of people, board of studies and academic council member. They'll be discussing the contents of that college, where from that girl comes. And here on, from our college, we are having board of studies, academic members, something representation, join together, and they will analyze the papers who are already covered, to be covered. They'll come to the conclusion, something like that, to suit their aptitude and knowledge test. Third, to permit students to choose a pace or a jump for the studies along with the associated logistics and costs. Is very, very important. Third point, to choose a pace or a jump. Suppose if a particular student wanted to complete 2 or 3 papers extra within the 2 years in the second year itself, instead of completing the third year, if she interested in completing the second year itself, it is also allowed. That's what I'm telling. And that also in innovation, we can have it. For example, if a student is having 28 papers, if the girl is wanted to have 2 more papers or 3 more papers or 4 more papers, she may be allowed. So 28 plus 4 papers, something like that. So thereby, that's why there are to suit their aptitude and knowledge thirst. That's what they're telling. And also associated logistic and cost. Fourth point, to allow the students to tailor the degrees to make specific modifications, specialization, rather than undergoing the rigid, regularly prescribed degree courses, etc., in single university or single autonomous college, single unaided college. They are very, very particular about these things. This is actually this will be helpful more to the people and with a lesser percentage of students, and they may be good at a later time. So let us take into consideration. Next slide, please. Fifth objective, to enable multiple entry and multiple exit to complete the degrees as per their time preferences. As per the time preferences. ஏன்னா stakeholders தான் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்காக தான் நம்ம இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. We are only, Gandhiji is telling, teachers are only the business people. Our institutions are doing business. The students are we are only the customers. That's what I'm telling. So providing mobility across various disciplines, etc. Sixth objective, the teaching learning activities to happen in a distributed and blended manner through integration across campuses, universities, autonomous colleges with increased mobility, online and offline mode. Seventh point, to facilitate lifelong learning amongst all formal, informal. Sorry, I skipped formal, informal students, both from full-time and part-time modes. See, first year they can have a regular program, and now what they are telling, even the open university or the correspondence course system, they are going to have the integration. First year in the regular mode, second year in the distance mode, and third again come to the regular mode, something like that. There are certain policies. It is in practice, it is in a process, it is in principle. They want to introduce later to avoid the dropout of the children. And last objective, to satisfy students' quest for knowledge. Kadai's ultimate aim, freedom to choose and change their academic directions, connect the different domains and help them to acquire right foundations and building blocks of their dreams. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தான் பண்றாங்க ஒழிய நம்ம வந்து நம்முடைய கன்வீனியன்ஸ் எல்லாமே அவங்கள நோக்கி நம்ம போக வேண்டியது. இட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் ப்ளீஸ். How it is architecture, how it is structured. ABC is established on the lines of National Academic Depository as a special purpose vehicle. It is functioning with a dynamic website. You can go through even by tonight, a website providing all details of ABC, operational mechanism for the use of all stakeholders of higher education. It provides a variety of services, including credit verification, credit accumulation, credit transfer, redemption, and degree authentication. It acts as the empowered body by the UGC, Ministry of Education, to provide authenticated records of credits earned by the students from approved higher education institution. Suppose if the ABC is not available, suppose if you have this flexibility, our university and our system will take the children to move here and there, up and down. Even after 2 or 3 years, he or she may not be able to get the certificates. The credit requirements as well as the essential components of study for award of any UG or PG degree diploma or coursework requirements for the PG PhD program would be defined by the respective universities or autonomous institution participating in the ABC scheme. Whole general rule is given in the ABC. Within the universities, among the autonomous colleges, we can have our own framework to suit our condition with a defined board of studies and academic councils of the respective higher education institutions. Next slide. Functions and responsibilities of ABC. To deposit the credits awarded by approved higher education institution. And second aspect, my request to our your autonomous cell of V.H.N.S.N.College, I've already informed other friends. Registration of higher education is under the ABC scheme. We have to open the account. We have to validate academic accounts of students, credit verification, credit accumulation, credit transfer, redemption of students. We can register. Courses undergone through the national schemes like SWAYAM, NPTEL, etc. also can be taken into consideration for credit transfer and credit accumulation. ABC are not limited to distance or non-contact mode. I already told you. So very soon it'll be mingled with, it will be having hybrid mode, both regular and correspondence course. Normally we'll be taking online, offline, hybrid mode, but here we'll be having regular mode as well as the correspondence mode. The fifth one, the norms in respect of the curriculum content, curriculum transaction, educational technology for the courses offered, their timing, continuous evaluation methods, attendance, novel methods of assessment in accordance with the overall policy and philosophy of the holistic multi-use education proposed by new education policy, same. And while I was preparing this one, many of the army soldiers, many of the police people, because in our colleges, many students are going for Army, Navy, Air Force. Many people are going for the government appointment at the stage of third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester. Such students will get a lot of benefits by of this ABC. If they are given this opportunity, by the end of fourth semester, if a particular girl or a boy joins in a TNPSC or UPSC, something like that, if that girl is very sharp, if you give opportunity for completing the degree, definitely one day he or she will become a district collector and she will come back to our own institution. With this vision and mission, we should work for it. The credits earned under ABC scheme are sixth point. The credits earned under the ABC scheme are flexibly kept for long duration in the interest of the students. Understand, many people, they may not be able to find time after getting into the job. And because of that, they will be discontinuing the degree courses. So the validity of such credits earned will be to a maximum period of 7 years. The ABC is allowing to retain the bank account transaction or particular period. Like that, here they are given the maximum period of 7 years. Till then, the candidate is eligible to complete the degree by online mode or offline mode or physical mode or distance mode, any mode, as if that candidate has to get the completion of the degree. Next slide, please. Bachelor of Liberal Education. Students who may choose all the 100% courses as per choice without falling into a particular subject domain. My dear teachers, now the systems are changing. We should not have resistance to change. And V.H.N.S.College, I have seen a lot of tremendous changes I have seen with your campus, both physically, mentally, and your lifestyle. I'm I'm an adorable personality of your college. So without falling into a particular subject domain, but fulfill the total credits requirement for the UG degree to be awarded by university, such UG degree may be specified by Bachelor of Liberal Education. This means, for example, if a particular candidate is not able to complete all 6 papers of the sixth semester, so in order to have an equivalence of the 6th semester of a particular program with another program, the Board of Studies and Academic Council of the respective higher education institution or the higher education institutions under the particular consortium of the autonomous colleges, they can have a system of having 6 papers, and thereby that candidate is able to complete the degree, and that such type of such type of program is called as Bachelor of Liberal Education. Only thing is graduation. So the graduation is main request for undergoing a TNPS examination, Group 1 or UPS examination, civil examination. So in order to provide an opportunity for the able student, a thirsty student, this Bachelor of Liberal Education system is very, very important and vital. Next slide, please. Eligibility criteria for approval of higher to participate in the ABC scheme, absolutely no problem. We are all eligible. Universities and autonomous colleges, affiliated colleges satisfying the class 2F and 12B, accredited by the NAC or any such body at least A grade level. At least A grade. This is a question mark. At least A grade level, irrespective of the program-based accreditation status, are eligible. All those who are with the A grade are eligible to become. But my dear teachers, there is a caution. Yeah, after the introduction of the online self-appraisal report, many institutions, most of the institutions, around 60% institutions, they had gone down from the previous grade. We must be very careful. So in case of change of accreditation status of higher education below A grade level, at any point of time, the ABC membership shall cease. It will be dropped. This is a question for which we have to approach the UGC in case if you are interested. So only those institutions who are offering, who are having the status of A grade, they are eligible to have the ABC scheme, something like that. This is only a preliminary note they are given. Suppose if the with some conditions, they may be allowing us. This is one of the important. That's why I given the reading. Next slide, please. And the participating higher education should obtain approval from their respective statutory bodies like governing council, syndicate. These are the normal procedures which are following in order to avoid overcrowding. Yes, for example, Sarada College is having only 48 students under BSc Chemistry, and V.H.N.S.N.College College they are having 48 students. Suppose the 48 out of 48, one student is coming to wishes to come to the Sarada College, means I may not be this Sarada College may not be able to permit. So what they are telling, in order to avoid overcrowding in a particular course of a particular higher education institution, each higher education shall be permitted to have the provision of maximum of 20% of the supernumerary seats. That's what telling. So there is no problem. When the ABC was introduced some months back, I got the clarification. Now they given note. So every institution, they can have additional seats in order to accommodate the extra candidates from other institutions under the ABC scheme. The higher education institution participant in the ABC scheme shall have the appropriate educational infrastructure. Very, very important. We are all having all those things. Without these things, we cannot have the autonomy and so many things. So they are telling mainly for internet connectivity, IT infrastructure, all these aspects they are telling. Next slide, please. Yes. The ABC scheme, suppose if you are having this one, we should introduce with our website. The higher education institution participant in the ABC scheme shall have a web page in its website with the details of ABC scheme, list of HAs and other institutions registered in the ABC scheme, guidelines and sequence of procedures for the students to utilize the facility effectively, along with a link to the website of the ABC. Every institution should have. I think I have seen a few colleges, but not yet. They are not, but in my college also we are not yet introduced, and it is in process as the NAC is the government is state government, central government is telling something, and state government is telling. Let us not worry about that. As the IQAC referred, let us do our responsibility and preparation in advance when compared to other institutions. Next slide, please. Okay. Yes. For this aspect, my dear teachers, வழிகாட்டுதல் முக்கியமானது. வழிகாட்டுதல் முக்கியமானது. நல்ல கவனிச்சுக்கணும். We may be having so many issues difficulties, we may not be able to find time. One example I can quote with that, let me, with a small note, with a small incident, small incident, I will go to the particular aspect. Counseling and guidance. NCC campல ஒரு தடவை பெரிய குளத்துல I was there. I was given responsibility for looking after the mess. At that time, my officer, camp commander, was requested the cadets to give the name for cultural program. So we all officers take the late lunch, and by 3 o'clock we have to reassemble. But till 2:20 we were engaged. By 2:30 I was moving in the road, moving on the campus area. Two cadets with a black, with a khaki cover, they came and approached me. Sir, commander asked me to give a name to your name for registering the cultural event, he told. But சொன்ன உடனே பக்கத்துல என் கொலீக்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருந்தாங்க. சார் டைம் ஆயிடுச்சு, நம்ம போகலாம், லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு, நம்ம வந்து மறுபடியும் again want to come back. அதனால இந்த பையனை வந்து 2 o'clock 4 o'clock பார்க்க சொல்லலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. வாட் ஐ டோல்ட், ஜஸ்ட் நீங்க மூவ் பண்ணுங்க சார், நான் அந்த பையனை பார்த்து வரேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த பையன் அந்த காக்கி பையில இருந்து, சாதாரண காக்கி, ஒரு கிராமத்து பையன் காக்கி பையில இருந்து எடுத்தான். ஒரு ஃப்ளூட் எடுத்தான், 2வது ஃப்ளூட் எடுத்தான், 3வது ஃப்ளூட் எடுத்தான். ஒவ்வொரு ஃப்ளூட் வேற வேற சைஸ் ஃப்ளூட் எடுத்தான். மெஸ்மரைசிங் நோட், மெஸ்மரைசிங் மியூசிக். ஸோ அந்த பையனை அன்னைக்கு கைட் பண்ணது 1995ல டெல்லியில ராஷ்டிரபதியோட வீட்டுல வாசிக்கிறான். ஸோ வி ஆர் டீச்சர்ஸ் டு மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் த டேலண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த சில்ட்ரன். ஸோ நம்முடைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்ட வந்து என்னமெல்லாம் அவைலபிலிட்டி இருக்குங்கிறத சொல்ல வேண்டிய நம்முடைய கடமை. நம்ம பேரண்ட்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளை நம்பி கொண்டு விட்டு போறாங்க, நம்ம காலேஜ் விட்டு நம்பி கொண்டு போறாங்க, நம்ம டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் நம்பி விட்டு போறாங்க. நம்ம அதான் சொல்ற எனிபடி எவரிபடி சம்படிங்க இல்லாம, நோபடிங்க இல்லாம, நம்ம அந்த சம்படியா இருந்து நம்ம செய்ய வேண்டிய நம்முடைய கடமை. ஸோ ஈச் ஆஃப் தி ஏபிசி ரெஜிஸ்டர்ட் ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஷால் ப்ரொவைட் student counseling and guidance to all students desirous of opening academic account in ABC in terms of credit definition, credit accumulation, credit transfer, credit redemption. இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்களை அவங்களுக்கு தெளிவா சொல்ல வேண்டிய நம்முடைய கடமை. சொல்லும் பொழுது இத்தனை பேரும் ஏபிசிக்கு வருவாங்களா அப்படிங்கிறது சொல்ல முடியாது. ஆனால் யாராவது ஒரு ஃபேமிலியில, யாராவது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்ல, யாராவது சிஸ்டர்ஸ் அண்ட் பிரதர்ஸ்க்கு இந்த இஷ்யூ வரும். அதுக்கு இந்த விஷயத்தை அவங்க ஷேர் பண்ணி அவங்க பெனிஃபிட் எடுக்கிற ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கக்கூடியது நல்லதா இருக்கும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் ப்ளீஸ். ABC implementation methodology, flexibility of allowing the students to acquire credits from courses registered with other institutions for up to 50 to 70%. நான் first year, second year, third year நான் சொன்னேன். Here there are given certain norms. Flexibility of allowing the students to acquire credits from courses registered with other institutions up to 50 to 70%. 2வது காலேஜ்லயும் 3வது காலேஜ்லயும் அவருடைய அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்டுடைய 50% வெளி காலேஜ் எடுத்துக்கலாம். அப்ப 50 to 70, நான் 35 இன்னொன்னுல 35 அங்கல 30 40 சம்திங் லைக் எடுக்கலாம். அடுத்தது 50 credits need to be secured by students from the higher education institution where the student has registered for the degree. இப்ப V.H.N.S.N. College ஜாயின் பண்ணான்னா அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அந்த காலேஜில் 50% முடிக்கணும், மீதி உள்ள 50% வந்து ரெஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் தான் முடிக்கலாம். லைக் தட் they are given. So next slide please. Shelf life and debit of credits. And the credits earned by the students, shelf life and at least up to 5 years. Once the credit is redeemed for the award of the above. ஒரு தடவை ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தன்னுடைய வில்லிங்னஸ்னால இதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து எனக்கு போட்டு டிகிரி கொடுத்தா போதும் சொல்லியாச்சுன்னு சொன்னா மறுபடியும் it would not be irrevocably debited from the respective students academic account of the future. ஒரு தடவை பண்ணியாச்சுன்னு சொன்னா ஃபியூச்சர்ல கன்சிடர் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் ப்ளீஸ். The shelf life means if the student is not having a response even after till 5 years, then the account will be closed. Eligibility based on the sufficiency of the overall total credits earned and types of credits earned, a student can become eligible for award of the associate degree. என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா sufficiency of overall total credits earned and types of credits earned, core, allied and something like that. Next slide please. Floating credits. For example, as I told you, suppose if the student is able to finish by 80 credits, suppose if instead to do extra 10 credits, you can have it. You can have it. At the end after completion, after 240, for example, I'm telling the number I'm telling. For example, if the 240 is required for degree, suppose if she's having extra 10 or 20, such credits will be optional for her to include. Which one is to be included in the degree? Something like that, floating credits. Completion of degree requirements could use the method of floating credits and transferred credits between the intra and inter institutions, where the credits, wherein the credits once used or redeemed cannot be used for any other formal purpose of the or course waivers. Next slide, please. Okay. These are very common. We are under practice. Allotment of courses, core elective, open electives, skill enhancement electives, ability enhancement electives, etc. And most of the higher education institutions, the autonomous colleges, they are having their own terms as per the UGC norms. There is no problem with regard to this slide. Next slide, please. After earning the stipulated credits, can avail a relaxation of maximum 1 semester, provided the duration of degree program is of 2 years or more, or as together 1 semester or 1 semester relaxation can be given to the student. That's what I'm telling. 1 semester means we have taken as a 1 year, because in the odd and even together can be considered as a 1 year. So in the ABC scheme, they are given 1 semester relaxation. My dear teachers, whenever the guidelines are given the beginning, there will be certain bottlenecks will be there. Once if you represent, we are all representing genuinely, and the NAC will be considering all, the UGC is considering all these points. One such a point I referred was in the NAC, in the previously, the students and teachers working in the students enrolled and staff working in an institution from neighboring states, அதுக்கு வந்து 20 மார்க்ஸ் கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க. இப்ப கன்னியாகுமரியில ஒர்க் பண்ற, கன்னியாகுமரி பக்கத்துல உள்ள காலேஜ் வந்து கேரளா பிள்ளைங்க படிப்பாங்க, கோயம்புத்தூர் உள்ளவங்க கேரளாவில் படிப்பாங்க, திருப்பதி பக்கத்துல உள்ளவங்க மெட்ராஸ்ல படிப்பாங்க. ஆனா விருதுநகர்ல முடியுமா? முடியாது. So அதற்காக they given 20 marks. I have represented to the NAC. So this is exorbitantly heavy marks for those people. சொன்ன உடனே தான் இந்த ஆப்ஷனல் மெட்ரிக்ஸ் வந்துச்சு. My dear teachers and friends, my humble submission, whenever there is a problem in the issues and the guidelines, let us represent. They will definitely, there are good people, they will consider and they will give the alternative. Next slide, please. So fee fixation for ABC சொல்றாங்க, without hindering the students' economy and other things, let us have the fee fixation. Course fee based on the number of credits of your course for which the student has registered. We are having எத்தனை பேப்பர் இருக்குதோ அத்தனை பேப்பர் நம்ம சார்ஜ் பண்றோம், அது பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. As per the UGC norms, university norms நம்ம பண்றோம். There would be a credit processing fee to be paid by the registering student. அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு சார்ஜ் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. இது பண்ணும்போது தான் நமக்கு வந்து ஸ்டேக் ஹோல்டர்ஸ்ட கொஞ்சம் இஷ்யூ வரும். அதை கொஞ்சம் நாமினலா பேலன்ஸ்டா பண்ண வேண்டியது நம்முடைய கடமை. Next slide, please. So by this, there won't be any commitment for the management. That's what I'm telling. The monitoring, support and quality assurance by the universities. நம்ம என்ன பண்றோங்க, the university has to control to monitor the development and operationalization of the ABC program at the university level, at their affiliated autonomous college. இதெல்லாம் மானிட்டர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்றாங்க, நடக்கும்னு சொல்றாங்க. Next slide, please. Quality care initiatives. I'm very happy. Within a short moment, Dr. Indrani madam was telling this initiative of SSU and MOU with the V.H.N.S.N.College, and immediately they referred about this term as a faculty development. Is that exactly a right initiative by V.H.N.S.N.College? So quality care initiative, only if you say normally சொல்வாங்க reaching the unreached. நம்ம teachers reach பண்ணிட்டா teachers will reach the students. So the university shall offer the teacher staff training, mentoring, academic and administrative audit and other measures for improving the quality of the performance of the ABC scheme and promotion of the holistic and multidisciplinary holistic education with support of the ABC. அதுக்கான டீச்சர்ஸ் என்ன சொல்றாங்க, ஃபேக்கல்டி FDP பண்ண சொல்றாங்க, QIP பண்ண சொல்றாங்க, PDP பண்ண சொல்றாங்க, TIP. இது மாதிரி by this mechanism we can take this ABC to the various children, various teachers and other. Next slide, please. ABC transparency in the institution website நம்ம காலேஜில் இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. Quality assurance, quality sustenance, quality enhancement இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. We shall have it, no problem. Next slide, please. And also, like suppose in case if there is any grievance redressal mechanism at the level of Minister of Education, they are having, UGC they are having, ABC system they are having, at the level of each institution they should have. We should have it. Next slide, please. Penalties in case if there is any problem or issues, we have to drop it, something like that. Telling commission may recommend the removal of such institution from ABC and any other appropriate penal punishment as by the commission. In case if we commit any mistake, does not fulfill the condition requirement இல்லைன்னு சொன்னா Other is natural. Okay, quality is very important. Next slide, please. New education, national education policy and ABC framework. Third point, let's say under ABC, students can choose to study one course in a year in one institution and switch to another one in the next year. This is a major crux. Next slide, please. The universities and autonomous colleges satisfying sub-regulation 2 of regulation 1 and institutions of national importance, all these are eligible. The Act of Parliament to confer or grant degrees irrespective of their NAC or NARF ranking should be able to participate and register in the academic bank. முதல்ல என்ன சொன்னாங்க, A grade போயிடுச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு வந்து C side சொல்லிக்கிறாங்க. But here in the later communicationல உள்ள ஒரு write upல they are given a note by the Act of Parliament to confer or grant degree. New education policy, all the autonomous colleges will be the degree conferring institutions. That is why irrespective of their NAC or NARF ranking should be able to participate and register in the academic bank of credit சொல்லிக்கிறாங்க. That is why I'm telling, let us hope for the best. Next slide. ABC compulsory for education institutions. The July 2021 regulations made it compulsory for education institutions that received A grade from national or fall in the top 100 education institutions ranking from கண்டிப்பா பண்ணி ஆகணும். நம்ம it is left to our convenience. நமக்கு எந்த விதமான கஷ்டமும் கிடையாது. We are doing lot of things. You are doing lot of things. You are doing lot of innovations. So there is no additional commitment for this. Only thing is we have to share these details of credits earned by the students in an open platform. Next slide, please. Yes, you must be aware of all those things. National Academic Depository is a 24/7 online repository. எல்லாம் இருக்குது. இந்த DigiLocal entity not only allows easy access to academic awards, but also validates and guarantees their authenticity and safe storage. This is possible. With this, we can enter into the thing. Next slide, please. The stakeholders in the DigiLocker, students, scholars, other academic award recipients, academic institutions, boards, eligibility assessment bodies, verifying entities, all these are the stakeholders of the DigiLockers and the NED system. Next slide, please. How it is operating, you can go to this the link and you can go for further investigation. Next slide. Time is 3:40. Next slide. Next slide. Previous slide. Second point, if you do not have any Aadhaar or your current mobile number is not linked to our Aadhaar number, please visit an Aadhaar enrollment number center. That's what telling. So by linking that only, you can go to the system. Next slide. How do I get access to my digital certificates published? This is available. This note is available in your Google browsing. You can go to the thing and you can get more information. Next slide. Okay, if there is any discussion, questions, clarification or thing, I am ready to answer. The time is 3:41.
Sir, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. It was so nice and highly informative, sir. Thank you so much for the V.H.N.S.N.College as well as to the resource person, Dr. P. Chandrasekaran. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Please.
Sir, I am head of the Department of Zoology.
Please.
Your presentation is very nice, sir.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
One clarification is,
Please.
we are having sericulture very strong in the sericulture department.
Yes.
And Salem is also very good. In
Yes,
that
sir.
one college, they are having sericulture paper.
Yes.
Is it a must that both that college and in our colleges, the syllabus has to be same or we can have a different syllabus?
Yeah, very good. Very good question. Very good example you have given. Okay. See, exactly verbatim based syllabi need not be same. We're all teachers because the unit wise, sequence wise, there'll be some differences. The content wise, the total content wise is very important. If the content is considered by the board of studies, respective board of studies members and academic council board of studies members, then it will be okay. That is what we are practicing. For example, I told you one example. from Madras University, one girl came to our college, and both syllabi are taken to the taken on both sides. This side, some set of people, this side, set of people. Water studies people will be there. They'll be examining the content of the thing, and they will ratify the content. So thereby they are equating. If they are beyond 50% deviation, then they have to have a modification or a new content.
Suppose, just a clarification.
Please.
If the college is, our college is autonomous.
Yes.
If the Salem college is a non-autonomous college,
Yes.
then there will be difference in the syllabus, maybe.
That is what the ABC is telling. The university is the answering authority. Yours is autonomous college, and that boy or girl coming from a non-autonomous college, for that the university is coming to the responsibility. That's why in the term they are given universities, autonomous colleges, and other allied colleges. They are told. So no student should be deprived of difficulties by way of absence or one semester or 2 semesters.
Okay.
Definitely is possible. Thank you. Very good answer.
Thank you.
I think like this, I told you, even for changing of the elective or allied paper, they are permitting.
Okay.
That's
Thank
another
you.
degree called BLA. That's also given. Some way or other, that girl or a boy or a candidate has to complete the graduation. Then only that candidate will be a potent graduate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other question? Sir, I have one question.
Please, sir.
So you have told that the colleges, those who are registered under this ABC category,
Yeah.
whether they only can share the students, or within the registration, you have told that suppose if nearby colleges having some uniformity in the syllabus and or structure, whether they only can share.
Okay. Shall I give the answer, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. Very nice question. I given part of the answer in the beginning itself. See, since it's a new concept, normally as a teacher, as the college, they'll have the resistance to adopt it. So those who are having like-minded, for example, that's why I told you, consortium of autonomous colleges. These colleges, they should have a group of people with a right understanding. Thereby, we can help the people within the university or within the state. We can have an MOU. Thereby, we can do the suitable modifications.
Okay. Yes, sir.
For example, 5-10 colleges are there in Tamil Nadu. If the government has told, even if you see the statistics of autonomous colleges, in Tamil Nadu only number is heavy when compared to other states. Is it right, sir?
Yes.
You may be knowing. So in Tamil Nadu only more colleges. In Tamil Nadu, some of the like-minded colleges, they can have a consortium of this one, and thereby we can help the students. We can help the students.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And even we can have a understanding with the NDA, National Defense Academy, or with the Army College.
So there was another question regarding the awarding of degree.
Please, sir.
So suppose a student is studying in different colleges, namely A, B, and C.
Okay.
So he earned some credits in A college as well as in the B as well as in the C. So at the time of completing the degree, he is in the college B, C. Now, who will award the degree?
Actually, sir, the candidate can come back to the parent institution or anywhere he can complete. That's why the place anywhere at any time. The word is anywhere.
Oh.
Anywhere. I given the statement. Anywhere. Need not be from the parent institution. Percentage is parent institution should cover 50%. Rest of the percentage from the other institutions.
Yes, sir. Correct, sir. But whenever the student is studying, transferring from one place to another place, whether those information to be taken to the corresponding university also?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm telling. ABC means all over the state, all over the country.
Oh.
Yes, all over the country.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling. For example, I can give one reference. There is Army Engineering College. A student from EPCO Engineering College or a student from Kamaraj Engineering College, he can complete his degree. For example, by third year, he might have joined some army as a soldier or some other JC or something like that. If the boy or if that soldier wanted to complete the degree, he can complete the degree with the Army Engineering College at second rabat.
Oh,
That is why.
okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. One more question. Good afternoon, sir.
Please, sir.
Is there any premier institution like IISc, IITs or comes under ABC scheme, sir?
You're correct. As such, I'm not aware of it. As such, I'm not aware of it because by 21 they have introduced a scheme. But now the government, now the university is taking various, now the UG is taking serious steps. As such, that's why I told you in my address, I have searched few institutions, they are not yet registered ABC.
Okay. So it is
Because it all depends upon NAP. It all depends upon NAP. Only if NAP is an active phenomenon, then you'll come to the ABC.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we are little advanced. Your institution is little advanced, preparing ourselves.
Good. In the NAC, there is a possibility of transferring students to one institution to another institution. Is it not?
Sir, pardon, sir?
There is a question in the NAC. We can send our students to the student exchange program.
Yes,
whether
yes.
you are having staff exchange or student exchange program. Suppose we are in the ABC scheme, our students have moved from A to B, then that they can do some program for third semester or fourth semester. Sir, after completing that, once again, they can come back to the parent institution A, they can continue that course and the degree may be awarded from A also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, by 2018 in Salem University, in the Salem, what is Salem University? Periyar University. Yes, in Salem Periyar University, they have developed a scheme. They have developed a scheme with the two universities. They have made a MOU. 2 or 3 universities. Dr. Muthuchediyan made an arrangement.
Okay.
With 3 universities, they can go and they can come back to the parent institution.
Okay.
Why? Because in most of the foreign countries, they have that liberal system. That's why they wanted to, in order to avoid the dropout. Right. Ultimate aim is student friendly and their convenience.
Yes, sir. Yes. Actually, in the Loyola Engineering College, as well as in the German, I think one institution they are having tie-up. They are transferring the students from one institution to another institution.
Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Now, as per the agenda, let me go to the vote of thanks by our additional coordinator of IQAC, Dr. Pradhivikumar.
Good evening, one and all. We had a opening lecture on ABC, Academic Bank of Credits, one of the proposed scheme by UGC. Whether it is going to be implemented in near or far, as Professor Chandrasekaran explained, it seems have a lot of complications and we have to go a long way to implement such schemes, because today's clear-cut academic stream itself has a lot of complications when it comes with the degree awarding by universities like that. So this is a basic lecture, and just we had a glimpse of the basic ideas of ABC. I thank Professor Chandrasekaran for giving a nice lecture and introducing the basic concepts of ABC to all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful lecture about ABC, sir. And I thank our management and principal for giving opportunity to arrange such a lecture to our staff members. I thank our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Kadralakmar sir, for arranging this lecture. with the help of professors of Sarada College. I thank all the participants for your patience hearing in the afternoon and getting knowledge about the ABC. I thank one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.